All right. You have the Eight of Wands. Quick movement. Moving forward quickly. This is like a forced movement. Not forced in the way that like somebody's free will is being challenged or anything like that, but this is moving swiftly. So if you're single, this definitely says that, hey, somebody could be coming into your life pretty quick. And if you're not single, and you're looking to reconcile, this person might be coming in quick as well. I do feel like it's an energy coming towards you. For some of you, it could be somebody going away from you, but I really don't get that at all. With the Eight of Wands, I feel like it's somebody coming towards you. A lot of times in the other deck I read, the Deviant Moon Tarot, there's even a little message above the Eight of Wands, which means information coming in. So if you're single, definitely feel like you're out there trying to meet people, or, you know, you're not adverse to meeting people. You may not be like out on a specific site, but you may be, if somebody say, I have this friend, you're like, okay, introduce me. You get my point. I don't think you're out there scouring for the perfect person, but I do feel like, you're willing to, you know, meet people and you're engaged in actually, not wanting to be single for, you know, ever. And the Eight of Wands says that somebody is coming in, or information. Now, this could be somebody from your past coming in as well, not just for reconciliation. If you're single, this could be somebody coming from the past. Like I said, in this deck, the Eight of Wands is represented and there's a little note coming in and it is news coming in. But again, this is quick. So this is either somebody coming in quick, news coming in quick. If you're looking to reconcile, I feel like if you guys haven't communicated, you will, and it'll be like forced. It'll be kind of like where you guys have no other option but to communicate. Maybe you have kids together. Maybe there's some obligations you have to communicate on, and that will kind of move any reconciliation possibility or lack thereof forward. The next card you have is your current position coming into the month, and you have the King of Wands. Now, I like this for you because Leo, you're a fire sign, and this is a fire sign card, and this is the top card. This is the King. The King is somebody that people are drawn to. So if you're single, this is a really good month to be out meeting people, because this is a magnetism. People look up to you. You're inspiring. So I feel like you're just kind of maybe lit up this month, and not in a, you know, whatever way, lit up in a, you're glowing. Maybe the holiday spirit, if you're here in the US, got you. If you're, you know, out of the country, maybe because it's summertime and you're just feeling good. It feels like a powerful glow, just kind of a vibration around you where things just feel positive and people are noticing. So a really good time to date when you're coming across as a King of Wands, because again, people are magnetized to you. There's a drawing effect you have on them. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this person does care about you. They do look at you like this king. For a while, they may have had a grudge against you or be angry with you or vice versa. But the King of Wands definitely says that they are they look up to you. They have an admiration for you. They understand that you are, you know, trying to do the best you can in life. They understand that you know, have carried a lot of the relationship. I really feel like when I keep getting this vibe that like they understand that like if it weren't for you, you guys may not have lasted as long as you did. Or if it weren't for you, they may not have gotten certain things in life because you were encouraging, and maybe they haven't given you that recognition, but maybe it's now time that they do. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles represents aspirations, but it also responsibility and being practical. So the Two of Pentacles is about like weighing your options, but also understanding. So if you're single, basically, if you're looking for somebody, this is saying that you're being practical. You're understanding that that there could be somebody out there for you, actually very close because of that Eight of Wands coming in. But this is also you saying, look, you know, I'm not expecting perfection. I just want some balance. I just want, it's like getting your priorities in check. This is a change, but with priorities and balance. So this is you mentally, again, this is internal. This is you going, okay, I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. And so I feel like you're not being picky necessarily, but you're just like, all right, I've met people who all they want to do is screw around, or they just want to go to the bar, or they just want to whatever. And the Two of Pentacles is saying that you're looking for more of a balance. It seems like the people you've met have either been like huge drinkers or pill poppers, or, you know, they date a lot of people, or they're just looking for a friend with benefit type situation. And you're looking for somebody a little more balanced, a little more focused in where they're going and what they're doing, because that's what you're doing right now too. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, there is a change. There's something changing here. That may be why this person's coming in. Maybe you're doing really good right now. Maybe you're feeling really good. Yeah, maybe the connection with them is still strong, and that's painful and it's hard, especially with the holidays coming up and whatnot. But I feel like there's a change in how you're seeing things and a change in how they're seeing you, because at some point it feels like a lot of the energy got chaotic and there was fighting or there was drama. And this is kind of you going, you know, I love this person, I care about this person, but if we can't come together and reconcile, I will be okay. I know that I will be okay. But if we can, I've changed and hopefully they have changed too. It seems like you've done a lot of work on yourself and they're noticing that. The next card you have is your distant past over the past 5-10 years. It could be throughout your childhood, and you have the Magician. Now, I always read this together for anybody single or looking to reconcile, because this is generally distant past. And this is always the universe's way of saying, hey, it's like a check-in this month. Like have the remembrance of this time that was amazing so that you bring that forward this month. Or if there's a negative pattern you fall into when you're dating or with other people, let's scratch that pattern this month, because let's not let negative reoccurrence happen. So I love the Magician for you, because this is like, whether you're single or looking to reconcile, this tells me that you believe. The Magician can manifest whatever they want, right? The Magician turns water into wine, or vice versa. Whatever it is for you that you're looking for, the Magician has a strong connection and can make that happen. And the Magician says, look, remember, you've had a good relationship before, or you've seen a relationship before, and you've emulated that type of, like, if you had grandparents who were really close, or if your parents stayed together and were, really good role models, you're kind of visualizing that this month and longing for something. But the Magician is saying you can have it. And some of you have had this before. You've had what you consider true love, or you've had what you consider a healthy, fulfilling relationship. So this is the universe's way of saying, understand that, remember that, keep that momentum alive this month. The next card you have is your immediate past over the past few weeks, past month or two. So that makes perfect sense here. Because like I said, with the Two of Pentacles, some sort of balance, some sort of change. Well, this is the Death card, also Scorpio's card. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but the Death card I love. It's not an actual physical death. This is a transformation. It's a rebirth. It's a growth. It's a change. And this is a big change. So like I said, if you're single, I think you've made some changes in who you want to date, how you go about looking at what you deserve. What do I deserve versus who am I picking to be a partner in my life? Because whatever you've been doing hasn't been working for you. So it's like putting yourself on a higher wavelength and understanding that you deserve better, and then making these changes and prioritizing to balance it out in your life and make it happen going forward. And Scorpio, the Death card, which represents Scorpio, coming up here just exudes that. Like, the past couple of months, because again, this is the past few months, you've been making those changes, because like I said, the Death card is a transformation. Some of you are losing weight. Some of you are changing habits. Some of you are just changing the type of people you surround yourself with, changing negative thinking, etc. And I think the Death card is very positive here for you, because in turning this new leaf, you will have a rebirth. Like I said, the rebirth could be with this person that could be coming from your past, or it's just a rebirth in general in your life, which allows doors and windows to open for new people to come in, new opportunity. If you're looking to reconcile, this is the rebirth you're looking for. Something has calmed between you guys, and maybe you're not communicating, but their energy is a lot more calm. Yours is coming across a lot more calm. So there's something here. Either you're both working on yourselves, you've changed, they've changed, and I feel like you're ready to communicate, or they're ready to communicate. Again, with this Eight of Wands, something coming in quickly. The Death card says these changes had to be made in order for you guys to come back together. And for some of you, it's significant changes. It could be your partner was, heavily into drugs or drinking and they've stopped, or, other changes, eating healthier, whatever. And it could be you as well, battling these things and turning a new leaf. It keeps coming into my head, turning a new leaf. So I think that's what I'll title this video. But again, I think the Death card is good whether you're single or looking to reconcile. The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next month or two, and you have the Ace of Swords. This will carry you into the new year. I like the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. It's logic. It's power. The Ace of Swords is, like I said, for the singles, knowing what you want and going after it. You have the power now to manifest what it is you're looking for. Just make sure you're staying true to yourself. I really do feel like a lot of you have, I don't want to say like dated beneath you by any means, because that's not really fair to anybody, because we're all at different points in our life. But like, you're dating people, like if you're ready to settle down, you're dating people who are ready to party, or you were dating people, if you wanted like an exclusive relationship, you're dating people who are just looking for somebody to screw around with, knowing full well that what you want with this person, you're not going to achieve because you're on different paths. It doesn't mean you're better than them by any means. It just means they're here and you're here. And again, I think you're going to meet somebody very quickly because of that 8. And it could be reconciliation. I feel like for a majority of you, it's going to be a new person. If you're looking to reconcile, I feel like this is you having the power, so to speak. So if they communicate with you, you're the one at the end of the day. They're all in, okay? They look at you like this. Now, some of you are going to say, Dark Dove, that's not true. Well, this is general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. But for a majority of you, even if they're not giving you that, even if they're not telling you that, or they're not showing you that, they could be being like a complete and total, rude person right now, or you've heard that through the grapevine, they're saying bad things about you or whatever. They're lying, because the majority of them are looking at you like this. They're admiring you. They may not let you know, but they do have this gumption for you, where they know that like you're an amazing, smart, confident person. And the Ace of Swords is you now, if they communicate, not saying that you have all the power, but like you can dictate where this goes. Where you want this to go, you can go, because eventually they are going to present to you that they admire you. They are going to present to you that they do love and care about you. They may be stubborn about it at first, but the Ace of Swords is saying, look, you can have this if you want it. It's going to be like, the ball is in your court. The next card you have is your immediate future. So the next few weeks throughout the month of December, I chuckle because I love when that card comes up. It's just so lustful. All right, so you have the Lovers. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. But as we all know, Lovers is a great card in love reading. If you're single, I definitely think this is coming in quick for you. Now, again, be careful with this. The Lovers is a duality, and it's a connection, and it is love, but it can also be lust. So just make sure you're holding your stance true to what you want. If you want a friends with benefits situation, go by all means. Not here to judge. Everybody has different types throughout their life that they enjoy or want to participate in. But I think for a lot of you, you're looking for something solid. Now, this is solid love coming in. I always just precursor with the Lovers card that it is lovers, but then you need to take steps to like the 4 of Wands if you're looking for something serious, to move in the direction of goals and achievement. So I think this is awesome for you if you're single, because this is exactly what it says. And you may have already met this person, although I think a majority of you are going to meet them, but like I said, extremely quick. Feels like the energy is like on approaching you very, very fast here. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, I do believe there is this potential here. I do believe you could break back into, becoming lovers, becoming a duality, a connected personality, right? But again, with you, there are some things that need to be worked out. You need to make sure this balance has been had in you and in them. You guys have the hard discussions. Make sure that if you do have a rebirth of this relationship, that it's not based on just the love, the lust, that it's based on other things, that because there was a breakdown somewhere, right? And you can have this love, right? You're going to get this love. I truly believe that they're going to come in and contact you, or you may contact them, and this is available to you. Just always be careful with this too. There's always things underneath that love that need to be talked about, right? This is a wonderful card to have here. I'm excited for you, like really excited for you. Just make sure that you are in your best headspace, that you've made the changes for you, because for somebody out there, there is somebody who maybe hasn't done the work, and there's going to be hard conversations that have to be had if patterns repeat themselves, if that makes sense. So, all right. The next card you have is anything that's going to happen throughout the month. It could be in the middle, the end, the beginning, last for an hour. This is something tangible, and this makes sense. This is a 4 of Swords. It's about rest, recuperating, and exhaustion. So this is saying at some point, if you're single, you either meet somebody and you're kind of like, great, I'm not having to date anybody because I think this might pan out with this person. So therefore, I'm going to spend some time just getting to know this person. And it's going to be like this weight is lifted. You don't feel that exhausting energy of, oh, new person, new date. Oh, new person, new date. This is more of a resting period. It could be that you're not going to be talking to anybody. You're not going to be dating anybody, but for the majority of you, I think it's going to be that you met 1 or 2 people that you're just like, okay, that's good. I'm good with 1 or 2 people to hang out with right now. So you're kind of like in the zone. If you're looking to reconcile, I feel like there's been a nervousness of, are we ever going to connect? Are we ever going to have a conversation? Are we ever going to communicate, etc.? And something's going to happen, and you will. You're going to hear from them. I feel like you're going to hear from them, but some of you may be reaching out. But when you do, it's also going to be like a weight is lifted, because you're going to feel this resting spot like, oh, okay, they haven't completely moved on. They do care about me. They do think about me just like I think about them. They do love me. We love each other. The connection is still very strong. And it's like you're breathing again, because you've been thinking, I've been making these changes, bettering myself, in hopes if we do come back around, you know, I'm understanding where things went wrong on my part. Because yeah, there could be like a cheating or they lied or whatever, but in the end, we can all be better. You can all make changes every day that better us for the future, right? The next card you have is how you're feeling throughout the month. So anything you're going to feel. Oh, some of you could be traveling or taking vacation. This is the Six of Swords. Now, usually this means abandonment, retreat, and again, you know, leaving. But the interesting thing with this, if you're single, I feel like this is you like abandoning the single life, or I don't feel like this is you abandoning a person or a situation. It could be, but this is internal. So this is more how you're thinking. So I feel like this is you going, you know, I'm ready to leave the dating world. I'm ready to leave the single life, because this person who's coming in is going to make you feel like not wanting to be with anybody else or not wanting to talk to anybody else. So I feel like this is you. And again, this is travel. So it could be you're traveling for the holidays. It could be you're going to travel with this person, or you're thinking about traveling with them. It doesn't have to be just abandonment or retreating. This is also, again, a travel card. So if you're looking to reconcile, I feel like you're worried that maybe there's communication coming in. I feel like this is coming before this. If you're looking to reconcile, this is coming first and then this. You're going to be worried. Like, are they completely abandoning the situation? They don't want anything to do with me. I haven't heard from them. And then it's like weird. You're thinking about it, or you're ready to like, I don't want to say tip the scales, but almost go into like a feeling very sad, emotional about it. And then all of a sudden you hear from them, or you hear they've been asking about you or whatever. And it's like, you get this resting, like, oh, okay, for a minute, I thought they'd completely abandoned the situation, but nope. Like, they're still thinking about me as much as I'm thinking about them. The next card you have is your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. And you have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very mysterious. So if you're single, this is definitely you not knowing exactly what's going on, but being okay with the mystery. Like, you may not know everything about this person, but there's a click here. Again, it could be one or two people, but there's a click here. And you're like, I don't know everything I should probably know about this person, but I'm willing to take a chance. I'm willing to, to take a ride. Now, this is your hopes and fears. So I think your hope is that you'll get to know them better and you'll understand them better, because they do come across as a little mysterious. You're kind of feeling like you don't know everything you need to know. And yet they're like, hey, let's get off the dating site and just be with each other, if that makes sense. The Queen of Cups as a fear is maybe you worried that, they're not being upfront with you, or they're telling you everything. But I don't feel like that. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think that's, again, just a hope, a fear. This is an internal card. Now, if you're looking to reconcile, this is interesting because I feel like they may put feelers out and say, how you doing? How you feeling? Or they may have asked somebody else, and this person's going to be like, oh, they were asking how you were doing. They were wondering if you were well. And then you may not hear anything. And then you're going to be, I think your biggest fear right here is that, like, you're not going to hear anything again. You're like, wait a minute, I thought we were going to talk, or I thought, so again, this is just a fear that you have that maybe, they become a mystery again, right? Like MIA, but I don't think you have to worry about that, because I think you guys are both in a good, energy position right now where you're both interested in hearing from each other.